Yes, people, we are back live on Sarcasm City TV for the ManDem United podcast, brought to you by myself, Flawless Mr. Take Note. I won't be joined by my fellow co-host Zeno, but big up to my guy Zeno each and every time. Make sure you follow him across all his socials and check out his TikTok as well. If you're following me across all my socials, and that's me, Flawless, you will find all of Zeno's socials and his TikTok. But like I start every single show on the channel, big up to everybody who was supporting Sarcasm City TV in whatever capacity. Like, it legit doesn't go unnoticed. Like, I see it all. So big up to everybody who's supporting, whether you watch the shows live, whether you watch the shows back, whether you be watching the shows live and you're in the comments, because the comment section is the greatest. I say this all the time. The Sarcasm City TV Army comment section is hilarious. Or whether you watch the shows live and you're not in the comments and you just got it on in the background, big up to everyone who's supporting the Twitch. Also, don't forget, make sure you follow and subscribe on the Twitch as well. The link for the Twitch is underneath in the description, people, because if you're only following on the YouTube channel, then you're not getting the full Sarcasm City TV experience, because we have different shows on both of them, so the schedules are not the same. So the Sarcasm City TV YouTube schedule is different from the Twitch schedule, similar to BBC One, BBC Two, Sky Sports, and then Sky Sports Main Event. Like, you're getting different shows on both. But please make sure that you hit the like button on this video right now. Whether you're watching this live or watching this back, make sure you hit the like button on the video. Share it across all the socials as well. Share it across all of the socials as well. Share it to Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. Share it to your WhatsApp group, WhatsApp status, in particular with Manchester United fans as well. But obviously, we got a lot of fans of other clubs, because Manchester United are a circus and there's always something going on. And subscribe to the channel as well. Please make sure you subscribe to the channel if you are new. It is road to 4K. I think we're under 50 away from 3.5K, but it's road to 4K on the YouTube channel. Make sure you hit the notification bell as well, because legit, we go live every day. My apologies that there was no Q&A, midweek Q&A yesterday. I was handling some business, so that's the reason why. Obviously, things pop up in it. Like, important things pop up, so that's why there was no Q&A yesterday. But hashtag the show must go on, people. So for those that are new here and haven't seen the ManDem United podcast before, it is a podcast dedicated to all things Manchester United. So please keep all your comments and questions Manchester United related. Like I said, Zeno's not here, not joined by a special guest, but salute to Zeno, who was on Tuesday's episode with me as normal. Big up Ivorian as well, who was the special guest. But we are going to be here talking all things Manchester United. And as you can see from the title, people, Manchester United are fully backing OLE. So reports have come out and said that the board are fully behind him and they have no intention of sacking him. However, we've heard boards say that before, not just Manchester United, boards of all clubs say, yeah, we're fully behind this manager, we're fully backing this manager. Then a week, 2 weeks, a month later, this manager is gone. But what that tells me is if a board is coming out and backing a manager, they know there's some pressure there. Like, why would you have to back something if it was fully secure? That lets me know the board know that OLE's under pressure. The owners know OLE's under pressure. Well, the owners don't care. The board know OLE's under pressure. OLE knows he's under pressure. The coaching staff know he's under pressure. The players know he's under pressure. Fellow fans, like, this is a hot talking point. Like I said, even when Manchester United win, hashtag OLE out is trended. Like, I've not seen that before, and that happened recently. That tells you all you need to know. You lot keep all your questions Manchester United related. Big up to Daniel, who says, big up my guy Flawless every time. Hope everything is good. Big up to Daniel. I hope you are blessed too, my guy. I hope everything is good. Marlon says, yo, large up to Marlon. Big up to you as well. I'm just having a look here. So this is from the Metro. So this says, Manchester United's board stance on Ole Gunnar Solskjaer amid calls to sack manager. So it says, Manchester United are still fully committed to Ole Gunnar Solskjaer and have no plans to replace the club legend as manager, despite the team's indifferent start to the season. After a bright start, which saw the Red Devils go top of the Premier League, Ole's side have flattered to deceive in recent weeks. At the end of the month, United dumped out of the EFL Cup by West Ham and suffered another home defeat last week and to Aston Villa. And then it goes on to say, Ole's side dropped more points with a 1-1 draw with Everton, but the Norwegian manager is still not under any immediate danger of being replaced, according to Fabrizio. So having a look here as well. His claim the message coming out of Old Trafford is that nothing has changed, with the club still backing OLE to the end of United's wait for the trophy. To end United's wait for a trophy this season, United Chiefs are said to be willing to give OLE more time to improve the team and help new signings Cristiano Ronaldo, Jadon Sancho, and Rafael Varane adapt to English football. Romano says no managers have been contacted about replacing OLE this season, despite some fans believing a change is needed for the team to compete for the Premier League or Champions League. There it is. Last week, former Villa star Agbonalahor urged United to sack OLE and replace him with former boss Conte. I just don't think OLE's the man. If it was Conte, he'd be like, okay, Ronaldo's on the penalty. You haven't got to like it. If you don't like it, Bruno, come and sit with me. OLE doesn't have that pull. I didn't even know Agbonalahor said all this. He was like, if I was Manchester United now, Chelsea did it with Lampard, got rid of a club legend and brought in Tuchel, and look what happened. I've been saying that for the longest. Man United need to now take OLE out of it, give him a job in the board, bring in Conte and let him get the best out of the players. Even the decision during the games, Maguire was limping for 10 minutes before he brought him off. You need a goal in the last 10 minutes and you bring on Cavani, who hasn't played any minutes this season. You've got Lingard there, who scored the late winner against West Ham. You've got Sancho, which you bought for 70 million, sitting on the bench. I just think some of his decisions have been miles off. I think United have to bite the bullet and get rid of him. Bring in Conte, who's out there. Zidane is out there in order to get better out of these players. So, yeah, I didn't even know man said all that. I legit didn't even know man said all of that. So we're going to get into all of that, what he just said. I'll give my thoughts. Where do you think Manchester United will be in the table at Christmas? I don't think it ends well. I've said this before. I don't think OLE makes it through this tough run, which we are going to talk about again, and I'm going to give my full thoughts on it. He doesn't make it through this tough run, and I think he gets the sack. The only way, I've said this before, and I'll say this again, the only way he gets the sack, I believe, if it looks like Manchester United are in danger of not finishing in the top four. And with this running we have, the fact we're playing all the big teams around us and Arsenal, I can definitely see that happening. 110% I can see that happening. I predicted us, I think I gave us 6 points. And 3 of those were against Spurs. Like, I'm literally going to run through it again. Big up to Noah as well. Said, big up Flawless. What happened yesterday? My apologies. I had to sort some stuff out. That's what it was. So that's why you didn't get the Sarcasm City Sports Q&A midweek. That's why you did not get it yesterday. So my apologies on that, people. But the regular schedule will continue. And we are back to regular programming. Eddie says, well, grown broski. Hopes are good. Big large up my guy, Eddie, each and every time. Anja says, we ain't going nowhere. We ain't going nowhere. We can't be stopped now. It's OLE out for life. 100%. Large up to Ahmed, who says, yo, big up my bro and big up the chat. Large up my guy, Ahmed. He also says, well, go on for our brother Zeno. Zeno's working. That's why he can't make it here today. That's why. Lion Sniper says, calling, probably not, to be honest, because I'm cutting out like 5 past 6. So this is a shorter show than usual. But to what Agbonalahor said, I've been saying that. So how come no one gets on Gabriel Agbonalahor for saying what he said? What exact everything he said there, I've been saying. I just don't think OLE's the man. Not so much in Conte, but not thinking OLE's the man. I think Conte does a good job. Is he my first or second choice? No. Would I take Conte? Absolutely. Because I think any manager of any form of quality gets something out of this team. 100%. And we compete for things. I ain't saying winning. I'm saying we compete. And that's all I want for Manchester United. If we can compete and we're in the race, and I can back up what I'm saying, I can't talk to City or Chelsea or even Liverpool. Like, man struggles. I've got no ammunition in the gun. That's what Manchester United are. We had the best gun in the world. A one of, you get what I'm saying? Chopper action, Uzi, whatever gun, shotgun, whatever gun you want to call it. But we ain't got no bullets. You know what I'm saying? We ain't got no bullets because of OLE. Literally, that's what it is. And I'm talking theoretically, people, not actual guns. The actual guns, that's all it is. Now, Ahmed, I'm blessed though. Appreciate it. Flawless, when is the pro club trials for the viewers? I need to sort it out, man. I don't know. I'm not going to lie. You hear me? C1, I am not going to lie. I'm unsure. But I'm a big up, man. I appreciate that. Drizzy Des says, big up Flawless. Large up to my guy, Drizzy Des as well. But back to what Agbonalahor was saying. I agree with that. I 100% agree with that. Not with the Conte not thinking OLE's the man. They need to take him OLE out of it. If they give him a job on the board, cool. I ain't fussed about that. Look, like, he just needs to be gone from the dugout. That's what I'm saying. And he says, I've said this before. If I was Manchester United now, Chelsea did it with Lampard, got rid of a club legend and brought in Tuchel, and look what happened. I've said we can do that. We can 100% do that. Chelsea set the blueprint. Chelsea had a legend in charge. He wasn't good enough, but had a very, very good team. They brought in a manager who is of quality, and look what that manager did. And I believe our squad is as good as theirs. It's definitely debatable. You could argue better. But what I'm saying is it's debatable. If we get a proper manager in, we challenge for the Premier League. We challenge for the Premier League. We legit challenge for the FA Cup. I'm going into games confidence. I'm going into game with confidence, I should say. With this manager, I don't go into any game with confidence. I don't go into any game with confidence. I don't. Like, at all. Like, I can't remember the last time I predicted a Manchester United win. Was it Young? Did I even predict a win for Young Boys? Maybe. Bluey City says United fully backing OLE. What do these men think at all? These men are foolish. That's what it is. Incompetent. That's what it is. You lot continue to get your questions in as well. But back to the board backing him. As I was saying there before a lot of you joined, they're backing him, which lets me know he's under pressure. Because Chelsea are not going to come out and back Tuchel. You never hear the City owners come out and have to back Pep. You never hear the Liverpool owners have to come out and back Klopp because their man are solidified and securing their jobs. The only time this happens is when somebody's under pressure. A lot of you lot in there will play Football Manager. The only time you see that pop up on your newsfeed for other managers is when they're under pressure because they're having a bad run of results and the board have to come out and give them a vote of confidence. That tells you all you need to know that this man, and I like that. The fact that they're having to say something and Romano saying this lets me know he's under pressure. And I'm going to get through to the tough fixtures as well. I'm legit going to run through the tough fixtures. But hey, let's get the likes up. Mods, get everybody liking, sharing, and subscribing, please. Please do that. Let me have a look here. Let me pull up these Manchester United fixtures. Hold up. Let me pull up these Manchester United fixtures. 1 sec. So, boom. Because this is where the tough run starts. And we're going into it terrible. We're going into it 1 point from 6. Going into it legit 1 point from 6 after losing at home to Villa and drawing at home to Everton. So Leicester away, I don't see a win even with Leicester's bad form. I can see that being a draw written all over it as well, especially right after the international break. Atalanta, you're putting in the mix. We can talk about Champions League games because even in this tough run, we haven't mentioned the Champions League games. And it's not like United are dead certs to get out of the group. I've been hearing a lot of good things about Atalanta. I've not watched them personally, but I keep hearing how they are a good footballing side. So that could be peak. And I ain't confident going into any game. So Leicester draw. Atalanta will be tough. Win, lose, or draw will be tough. Liverpool at home, the way they are playing this season, as much as it pains me to admit it, I'm not confident going into that game. I'm saying Liverpool win. So what? That's 1 point from 6 already. Spurs, I think we actually beat. Spurs, I actually think that we beat. It could be a draw, but that's the one game I'm looking at in this run where I'm like, yeah, Spurs, I think we can beat. So that's 4. That's 4 from 9. Then we got the return leg at Atalanta. We know how bad our away record is in the Champions League. So I'm not confident going into that. No, after hearing what I've been hearing about Atalanta, I'm not confident going into that. City at home, again, the way they've been playing. Yes, it's a Manchester derby. I've seen City go away to Anfield, go away to the Parc des Princes, and go away to the Bridge and be the best team in a week. They were the best team in a week. Legit. I don't think anybody else does that. They went away to Liverpool, away to PSG, and away to Chelsea. And we're the better team in all 3 games. The better team in all 3 games. Like if they would have won all those 3 games, Liverpool, PSG, or Chelsea couldn't have complained. Yes, they beat Chelsea. Yes, they lost to PSG. However, they did dominate PSG. But when you got Messi, Mbappe, and Neymar, they can do that to you. And even the Liverpool game, specifically the first half as well. Specifically the first half. That tells you all you need to know. Like, so how good they are. So I don't give us a prayer in that. Legit. I don't. Even with the fans back. Stretford then. So that's what? 1, 4. So that's 4 from... I got 4 from 12. And then Watford. The reason why I'm not confident going into the Watford game, because that's the one game fans, the media, the manager, the players are looking at as the easy fixture, the favourable fixture in that run. And we could take our eye off the ball. And Watford are going to be bang up for it. Claudio Ranieri's there. Vicarage Road is a tough place to go. They're going to be bang up for it. And bear in mind as well, 3 days later, we got Villarreal. So I can see him rotating, depending on how the Atalanta results go, because we're away to Villarreal 3 days later on the 23rd. So Watford, I'd say draw. Then away to Villarreal. They bopped us off the park at OT. They bopped us off the park at Old Trafford. So I'm worried about what they are going to do when we go over there. Again, our terrible record away in Europe also. Bear in mind, if OLE doesn't rotate against Watford or not, and it's 3 games, like, I ain't confident going there. I'm not saying a loss. I think we pull out a draw. But if we lost, it wouldn't be a surprise. Chelsea away is a loss. Chelsea away is a loss. We're not beating Chelsea away. Nah. Chelsea away is a loss. And then we're at home to Arsenal, a team that we don't beat. It's a team we legit do not beat. We don't beat them. Mikel Arteta, Oli can't seem to beat him. So I can see that being a draw. So what's that? Have I given? Let me just double check that. So that's 1, 2, 5. Yeah, 6 points. I got 6 points from those games. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I got 6 points. So I don't even have us getting a point a game. We're going to be way off the pace. We are going to be way off the pace. Because I can see them teams putting us to the sword. And that's, like I said, I'm not even mentioning, well, I did mention there, that's adding in Champions League pressure as well. Say Atalanta beat us twice, or we draw one and lose the other. Then we're under even more pressure. You know what I'm saying? Like, under even more pressure. Like, I don't know. I don't think he makes it to Christmas. Because what? Arsenal on the 30th of November, then the next game is Palace on the 4th of December. I don't think we make it. 6 points from 21. Bluey. Because it's 7 games. So I've got us getting 6 points from 21 games. 21 games. 6 points from 21 points available. So 6 points from the next 7 games. And that's excluding Champions League games that are in the mix as well. Your 2 Atalanta games, your Villarreal game as well. Let me see what else the chat is saying. Bluey says they're a decent unit, 2 strikers that can cause problems as well. You're talking about Atalanta, I'm guessing. I do hear that. Ahmed says, I still think the board backing him is PR, just like how the board were backing Jose and LVG. That's what I said, Ahmed. We've heard and seen boards back managers before, then a week, 2 weeks later, they're gone. So this could happen easily. This could happen easily. Large up one Rovers vlogs. You know what I'm saying? Every time. Big up Flawless. Big up to you. Bluey says, do you think Newcastle getting a new owner will cause the Glazers to step up to be better? Absolutely not. We watched 2 of our biggest rivals win Champions Leagues, Premier Leagues, and they didn't shift. Liverpool and City have won the last 5 Premier League titles, and that board didn't pull their finger up. That tells you all you need to know. They do not. They're 2 of our biggest rivals. Just traded the Premier League for the past 5 years, and our board did nothing. Absolutely nothing. They don't care, man. It's all they don't care about on the pitch results. That's not the main priority for them. That is not the main priority for them at all. What else we make sure I don't want to miss any of you lot's comments. Ahmed says, by the way, can we do pro clubs extra early on Friday if everyone was cool, considering there's no league games? Yeah, I got a show on Friday, but I'm looking to do it earlier, 100%. I'll be looking at like 9s, half 9s or something like that. Unja says, but win 7-8 games from 12. He always shows up when the pressure comes on. I hope you're right in terms of him winning 7-8 games, because if United have a great period during this run, we're right in the title race. If we win 7-8 games out of these, we are right in the title race. Obviously, you've included Champions League, but because you're playing everybody around you and Arsenal, you're either gonna lose ground or gain ground. Because the thing is, if you draw, say United draw against Leicester and then lose to Liverpool, that means Chelsea, if they win them 2 games, they've took 5 points away from us. Same for City, same for whoever. So that's how you have to look at these things as well. If we're drawing and losing, teams are gaining or increasing their lead above us. Big up to Canada Devil, who says big up. But I don't see him Unja with the pressure being on. Not like this. No. Not like this. C1 says Oli has more lives than a black cat. Yes, he does. I'll tell you all, this guy seems to survive, man. He's like Sax in power. Man, just surviving. Like, how are you still out here? I hate that you might always get a result against us from counter-attacking. I hear that, but I think Pep's figured it out. Yes, we beat you at the Etihad last season, but that was the league was done at that point. These 21 games and a 21-game winning run. Like, you lot won that. And I think he's figured it out. You lot beat us in was it the semi-final of the Carabao Cup? Was it? Bluey, y'all know this better than me. I swear you lot beat us in the Carabao Cup in the semi-final or quarter-final, 1 out of 2. Flawless, don't say Chelsea away is a loss. You guys turn up at Stamford Bridge, and plus you got VAR on your side already. It's a loss, man. We ain't beating you lot. Does he have a good record against? But that was Lampard tax. He ain't beat Tuchel. It was a draw last time. Ollie would love 6 from 21. He probably would. Where else we at? Pogba at the end of his contract no longer hides in private his desire to extend with Manchester United with a bonus. He will have one of the highest salaries in the history of the Premier League. All right, we'll see about that. We will get onto that. Andrew says Ole is good is the worst manager in the Premier League in the league when you deep it. Absolutely he is. Absolutely he is. He's the worst manager. Without question, it's not even a debate. He's 110% the worst manager. Not even up for debate. Large up to Umar says big up Mr. Take Note. Ahmed says Newcastle may pushes out the top four in the future if we keep hiring scrub managers. I'm worried. I'm 100% concerned. Newcastle are a sleeping giant. I've said this. Newcastle are a sleeping giant. I don't want them to get taken over, and it's looking that way because they pack out their stadium anyway. So if they get ballers in and get a good manager, it could be peak. It legit could be peak for us because now that's another juggernaut. That's City on Super Saiyan mode because they actually have fans. You get me? Like St. James's Park be rocking anyway. So you add money and a quality manager and quality players, like that's peak for the Premier League. They could win something. Legit. They could legit challenge. I don't want that. Nobody wants that, apart from Newcastle fans. But here we are. Kind of Devil says we could be 20 points clear of the top of the league and I wouldn't trust Ole to win it. I get your point. But to be 20 points clear, even must have everyone that fell off badly or we went on an absolute amazing run, like won 15 games in a row, which ain't happening. But I hear your point. But back to Ahmed talking about Pogba extending. I wonder why. I don't know if I don't want to talk on it because I do want to talk on it, but it's hard to give my full opinion on it because you don't know the ins and outs. Like, yes, the talks is there's big money. What's he been promised though? Has he been promised that a certain caliber of player will be brought in? Because I don't get why you'd stay. Legit. At this point, if you're him, why would you stay here? I don't get it. And that's not a shot at Pogba because I love Pogba, but considering you're going to be a free agent, you look at what Real Madrid could possibly do. Mbappe is a free agent. You're a free agent. Haaland can go for cheaper in the summer. Who else is a free? There's a few more couple players who are free agents as well. Why would you stay here? It's a sinking ship. I'm a Manchester United fan and I don't want to be here. So why would you stay here? Don't get it. Unless he's been promised things. Like I said, he's got a release clause in his contract, or he's been promised a certain caliber of player will come in, or he's been promised if we don't hit certain targets, he can leave. But I don't know why he'd stay here. Like, I'd leave, go PSG. And legit for him, PSG, Real Madrid, like somebody's gonna come and take Paul Pogba if he's available on the free. I just walk with Ole as man, unless he's been, I don't know, in the back of his mind, he thinks Ole will be gone and we can do something. Because the only thing holding us back is the manager. Like I said, outside of PSG, we are the most exciting project for a new manager. Most exciting, and adding to that, context is into that as well in terms of where we are as a club. Like if you go into Chelsea, the expectation is sky high. If you go into Liverpool after Klopp, the expectation is sky high. If you go into City after Pep, the expectation is sky high. What's one of the 48 laws of power, people? To avoid stepping in a great man's shoes. And that's for a reason. Avoid stepping into a great man's shoes. That is for a reason. You know what I'm saying? Like that legit is for a reason because the expectation is high. You going after Klopp, it's Champions League you're expected to win. You're expected to compete for the Premier League. Same with City, you're expected to win domestic trebles and win back-to-back league titles. With Klopp, you're expected to play exciting football and also challenge, compete, win Premier League, Champions League. United aren't that yet. We are not there. Like, we just want to be in the race. You know what I'm saying? Like, whoever brings United back to the glory, whatever manager that is going to be loved. If Zidane came in and brought us back to that, he'd get loved. Same with Conte. Because you've elevated us and picked us back up to where we want to be. So you will get loved. And outside of PSG, because that's why I said PSG, say Poch fails there and he gets sacked, PSG's there. Whoever wins the Champions League for them, they are going to love. Whoever gets them playing great football, they are going to love. And that's how I'm looking at it. So yeah, unless Pogba's thinking in his head, Ole can get sacked, which I think so too. I hear that happening. I can see that happening. Marema says, Liverpool have a bad record at OT, so I wouldn't be surprised if y'all get a result against us. People not having that. Yes, we do have a good record against you at OT, at 100%. Like, I'm not disputing that. However, people don't realize how bad we are this season. Like, Ole Tax is fully well and truly kicked in. Like, we haven't played well this season. Leeds, we don't play well. We don't put in good team performances. And to me, Liverpool are gonna. I've watched Liverpool a lot this season so far. Same with City, same with Chelsea. Yeah, Liverpool and City, I don't have a prayer. Best is draw. I don't think they're two teams who are cut above us. The way they're moving the ball, the way they're moving, we're gonna get moved to. Will we be spirited? Yeah, because it's easy to get out for Liverpool, Manchester United. How easy for United players to get out for it. Same way with City, Manchester Derby, easy to get. But eventually, quality will kick in. Eventually, quality will kick in. And Marem is saying the takeover is done as well. Okay. Didn't we get over 12 points clear last season before Christmas and bottled it flawless? I don't think we were ever 12 points clear. We were at the top of the table, but we were never 12 points clear. It wasn't that. Ahmed says, I kind of do want them taking over because I'm tired of City being dominant. So we'd see another super team in the league to make it proper competitive if United drop off it. Nah, man. I don't like Newcastle either. I don't like Newcastle. I don't want to see Newcastle do that. Call me petty, man. I'm not a fan. Call me petty. I'm not a fan of Newcastle. Nah. Not with it at all. Nope. Don't want to see them. A lot of people I'm cool with who are Newcastle fans and that, but outside of that, nah. I'm not with it. Nah. Not on it. Not on it whatsoever. Where else we at? Ahmed says, oh yeah, he said that already. Right, let's get through to the other comments. Number Crunch says, big up Flawless, big up to you. Yo, Flawless, where's Statman? I'm not sure. He might be on a show. Is he doing a live show? I'm not sure. But big up to my guy Statman. Johan says, big up where Zeno. Zeno couldn't make it on today. He's working. That's what it is. Pat Bandit also says, big up Flawless. OLE tax is 150% this season. Yeah, it's gone up. It's 100% gone up. 100%. What's wrong with Newcastle? Because we had rivalry with them in the back like years ago, and like I'm still not over it. I'm very petty in it, so that's why. Like the whole, we'll love it if we beat them. And we kind of like Keane and Shearer had a thing. Like that's where that stems from. You know me, I don't forget. I'm very petty. Marema says, y'all haven't played well, but we all of a sudden cannot defend. So, you lot have been all right, if I remember correctly. You lot have been all right defensively. I know Brentford moved to you, as did City. But you got like one of the best defenses in the like defensive records in the league. I don't think you lot have conceded too many goals, if I stand correct. Let me know. I could be wrong. Let me know. Do you think the board are really backing OLE? It's a good question. Are the board really backing OLE? Yeah, that's why they're coming out and saying it. But like I said, it also lets you know that he's under pressure, and the board know he's under pressure. So do I believe they're backing him? Yes, currently, yes, they are. However, again, I'll say this, they're money men. If this run goes bad and it looks like Manchester United are not going to finish in the top 4 or we're 7, 8, 9, 10 points off top 4, they will pull the trigger. While Van Gaal won a trophy and got sacked because he didn't finish in the top 4. Mourinho was 10th, you know what I'm saying? Had us on minus goal difference that we're Arsenal, and he was sacked. If OLE is that, if we're 7th, 8th, 9th, like I said, 7, 8, 9, 10 points off top 4, they will 100% pull the trigger. But that's going to be bleak. You understand what it's like? Like, it's bad enough after one loss. If we lose back-to-back, Liverpool and City, the fans might riot. And in between that, drop to the Europa League or get knocked out of the Champions League. Like, that, his position becomes untenable. He can't survive that. And to top it all off, we play Arsenal at home, and if we don't win that, it gets to the point where draws won't be enough during this run. And even away at Watford as well, that could add into the mix. Like, I don't think you lot are contemplating how bleak it could get if this goes wrong. Like, say we do draw against Leicester, Atalanta we draw, but then we get beat by Liverpool, draw to Spurs, or we lose to Spurs away, then get beat by Atalanta, lose to City. That's bleak. Like, it's like I said, after one loss is bad enough for Manchester United. If you're talking 2-3s in a row when we've not won in 4 or 5 games and we're dropping down the table, like, you could see that happening. I can see that fully happening. Flawless, who's the GOAT Premier League winger for you, Giggs or Ronaldo, in terms of achievements, not ability? Ronaldo, even though I rate Giggs highly, but it's Cristiano Ronaldo. One of the best players I've ever seen. Ahmed says, Newcastle were irrelevant during my lifetime like Leeds, so us younger fans couldn't care less about them being good, I suppose. Yeah, that's what it is. It's a generation thing. 100%. We conceded 6 goals in 3 Premier League games, and our midfield is practically non-existent. Fair enough. I hope you're right, Moremo. I hope Liverpool are this bad when you come to OT, but I do not see it happening. I think you're not contemplating how bad OLE tax is, and you're new here, and it's always great to have new people here in the chat. But I'm telling you, you have no idea how bad OLE tax is. You don't have a clue. Like I said, I think it's gone up. I think it's legit gone up. I think it's increased. Abdallah also says, big on my done flawless every time. Make sure you slap the like button. Yeah, man, there's over 40 of you lot in it. So make sure you hit the like button and please subscribe if you are new as well. Kind of Devil said, I was hoping they got relegated when the season started. Talking about Newcastle. Absolutely. Goddamn-lutely. Absolutely. How long did it take for City to start challenging after they got taken over? I think pretty much immediately, if I remember correctly. Max, it was like 1-2 seasons. Max. Can't remember. I try and forget about City being successful. Abdallah says Liverpool have the pyramid, Traore, flawless. You man are cooking and watch. This guy always disrespecting. Abdallah always trolling, man. This guy always trolling. We ain't cooking nobody. I don't think you lot realize how bad Manchester United are. We ain't cooking nobody. We just got bopped off the pitch. Yes, we beat Villarreal. They battered us. They battered us. Jeez, stomach rumbling. But they battered us. I don't think you realize how bad it is. They battered us. Blueies, they'll tell you, won an FA Cup 3 years after the league, 4 years. All right, so it's 3-4 years. But yeah, I'm not confident going into any game whatsoever. Not confident going into any game whatsoever. Where else we at? Kind of Devil says, I'd rather finish 4th in the group, allow the Europa League bullshit. I'm with you, Kind of Devil. However, I heard that. How true this is? Is this true that you drop into the European Super Conference League if you finish 4th? I'd rather not. I'd rather finish 4th and just be out of Europe altogether. Ahmed says, other than Leeds, did we really, and he put really in capital letters, deserve to win any of our games? For me, now, OLE tax is too hefty, man. We didn't. And that's not sustainable over a long period of time. When you're trying to challenge and win the biggest trophies, that is not sustainable. That's never happened in the history of football. In the Premier League, should I say. Umar says, would you take Zidane or Conte? Zidane. I take either. But specifically right now, Zidane would be my first realistic choice. Absolutely. I'd take Zidane. But I think a new manager comes in and the new manager bus carries us to compete. That's what it is. Big up to Marema. He's new here. Love this. He says, oh, my day's flawless. I don't think y'all are that bad. Drawing to Tottenham, please be serious. I actually predicted us to beat Spurs, but it wouldn't surprise. That's the only win I've got in this run, by the way. But if we drew to Spurs, it wouldn't surprise me. We are that bad. Marema, you're a Liverpool fan. I know that you don't watch us that often, and it's cool. The thing is, I have had this conversation for probably the past year and a half with fans of other clubs. And then what happens is, whether it's other fellow content creators, they'll come on and watch along with me. Like a last season where I would open it, it would be open, so it wouldn't just be United fans on the United watch alongs. And after the game, they'd all say the same thing. Is that what it's like week in, week out for you, man? And I say yes. And they say, how do you cope? I say, exactly. Now you realize how bad it is. Even Matisse, I'm on Matisse's channel today as well, people. Large on my guy Matisse. And he said he did the watch along for the F1. I think the F1 got cancelled, or his watch along, whatever he was doing, got cancelled. And he watched United. I think it was it versus Villarreal? It's one of our recent games. And he was like, is this what you man have to watch week in, week out? And he looked me dead in the face and said, I don't know how you do it. That's what it is. It is that bad. This is why we're 2 points off top and the majority of the fan base want this manager gone. Because he's not good enough. You have no idea, Maremo. Like I said, watch us. Let me know, Maremo, did you watch us against Villarreal? Did you watch us against Young Boys? Did you watch us against Everton? Did you watch us against West Ham in the League Cup? Did you watch us against West Ham? Like, I'm interested to know these things. Like, we are really that bad. Or else we are. Flawless. Watch. Matic and Donny are going to come into the team and be moving like prime Keane and Scholes. You man are going to serve with the Scousers with curry goat, jerk chicken, and rice and peas. I know Abdallah's saying this because he's a Chelsea guy and he just wants us to take points off Liverpool because they're stopping their title hopes. It's not going to happen. You think Matic and Donny are going to... You think Donny's going to play against Liverpool? You are out of your mind, fam. You are out of your mind. Not happening. Not happening. I agree. Kind of Devil says Europa Conference, just send the under 18s to play. Absolutely. Play the under 23s. That's what I would say. Anja says, this is a good question. Flawless, what's a good season for you under Ollie? And be fair, agendaless. I'm always agendaless. I don't have agendas. I never once. No one can't pinpoint and say you have an agenda, because I'll give credit where I think credit's due, and I'll give criticism where I think it's due. I just don't think Ollie's good enough. Simple as that. But good season for... It's a good season. It's a good question. What is a good season for us? Competing for the Premier League and or the Champions League, top four. No, competing for the Premier League and or Champions League and winning a trophy. So those two things. So we have to either compete, win the Premier League or Champions League, trophy also. None of this is just top four business, because we're a top four side. So we have to be competing for the biggest trophies, genuinely competing for the trophy. So in terms of the Premier League, I'll go further into context, actually be in the title race. So 5-6 games to go, we're in and around it. We're in the conversation. We haven't been in the conversation as long as Ollie's been here. We haven't been in the conversation. So the talk is, when they're doing it on Sky or they're on BT and they're talking about the title running, we need to be 5-6 points off the top of the table and be in the conversation, be in with a shout. So that's competing for the Premier League. Champions League, competing for it is semi-finals. As simple as that. That's competing for it. If we get to the final four and this squad is good enough to do that, then competing for it and winning a trophy, whether that goes into the mix as well. So the first two, competing, winning Premier League, Champions League, and winning a trophy. So whether that's the FA Cup, well, with the Carabao Cup's gone, so whether that's the Premier League, Champions League, FA Cup, that's a good season. That's what I'd say. Where else we got? See, Ahmed says, bigger chance of Dan James starting against Liverpool than Donny, and he don't even play for us. Ahmed's not lying. Everyone got fooled after the United Leeds game, says I'm OTG. I didn't get fooled, but you're right. People did. People did. People did. Abdallah says, okay, Carl McFred are going to turn into Prime Gattuso and Pirlo, pocket the Pyramid, Traore and the Poundland, Mama Diouf on the other side, not to mention the Samba, Gareth, Barry, Thiago. You're just running jokes. You're a joker, man, Abdallah. Abdallah just running bants. Average season for Ollie is winning the league, so good season would be winning it and going far in the Champions League. Now, winning the Premier League is not an average season. If you win the Premier League, it's a good season. 100%. If you win the Premier League, it's a good season. And then you add on top of that. Then the extras is different. Like Champions League, FA Cup, etc., etc. So you look at Prime, he says, flawless agenda. And I like how he put agenda in quotation marks, started with Rochdale. Rochdale, I'm still laughing now. So for those that don't know, we was doing a Sarcasm City Sports members edition. And obviously I was on with Winter Surfer, who's a member of the channel, invited Prime on, because last time Prime was on, I had to jump off because I was sorting something out. And me and Prime, and then Prime was like, I think Winter Surfer asked, when was you Ollie out? And Prime, you can't say I don't give you entertainment. And I said, when we played Rochdale. And then Prime was on the live. This is on the Twitch, people. So you can go watch it back. I think it was last week, actually. It was last week, Thursday. And Prime was watching. So he muted himself and he's gone and found the highlights for the Rochdale game. And he's busting joke. Like, he's cracking up. Because I said the reason why that started in that game, because one, we played our full strength team against Rochdale. Two, we played a double pivot at home to Rochdale. Three, he had Pogba in the double pivot. Four, Pogba was limping. Pogba was injured against Rochdale in a double pivot. And you wonder why I want this manager gone. Rochdale, League One, League Two. And we drew the game on top of that and had to go through on penalties. And then Prime's laughing and he goes, I'm watching the highlights. I can see Pogba limping, walking out of the tunnel. So that's when it was 25th. I've been 2 years over Ollie now. I think that was the 25th of September, 2019. So yeah, I'm 2 years now into being Ollie out. Because I'm tired of it. Tired of it. Big up John Alex says, big up Flawless. Let's Talk Man United says you need to start doing some call-ins, Flawless. Soon come, man. You know what I'm saying? Soon come. It's just fitting it into the schedule. But soon come. Make sure, yo, Let's Talk Man United. Love, you get me? You support United. New name, new Avi. Make sure you subscribe, and that's everyone who's new here. Please make sure you hit the subscribe button on the channel, people, and hit the like button on this video as well. Let's get the numbers up on here. You know what I'm saying? And make sure you like the video. You lot continue to get your questions in as well, but please keep them Manchester United related. Where was I at anyway? Kind of Devil says, with all the money Ollie spent, winning the league should be guaranteed. Not a guarantee, but what should be a guarantee is competing. Like, I'm not one of them. I know nothing is given in football. There's no divine right to win anything. But when you spend that amount of money, we should be competing. We legit should be competing 100%. And yeah, we're not. John Alex says, watch along for Jamaica USA later. I didn't even know Jamaica USA were playing. I might actually do that. Let me check the time. See, like, this is why I mess with the Sarcasm City TV community, because you lot are the real MVPs. What time is it? I might do that still. World Cup qualifiers. It's 12:30. Yeah, I might do that and stick that on the Twitch rather than the members Q&A. Yeah, I'll probably do that still, John. Thank you. Much appreciated, John. Big up to you lot. And this is why I fucks with you lot, because you lot give me ideas for stuff. Same way, even though I'm here by myself, you lot are all the co-hosts of the show. So I'm much appreciated. And this is why I say the love does not go unnoticed. You know what I'm saying? And what I also love about you lot as well is no one's mentioned anything to do with Basuma and nothing like that. No jokes, anything like that in the chat. I'm not hearing no jokes, nothing to do with that on the channel. So you've all been warned who are here. No jokes, none of that. If you see someone new popping, don't block him. Just tell him that's not running. We're not having that, and that's that. You know what I'm saying? But for everyone who's here, I've told all of you lot now. That's not just on this show. That's on every single show on the channel, whether it's the YouTube or the Twitch. No Basuma jokes, nothing to do with Mendy, none of that. Zero tolerance on that, none of that. MOTG says, not saying anyone has, I'm saying I'm proud of you lot because no one's mentioned it, but I'm just saying nobody mentioned that just in case it gets brought up. MOTG says, do you think in the international break, OLE will finally develop some tactics? You asking me questions you know the answer to. France-Belgium is tonight as well. Yes, I'm fully, yeah, I know about France-Belgium. I really don't follow international football. However, I'm going to do the Jamaica game. I'm going to do the Jamaica game. I'm going to put it on the Twitch, 100%. I can say because we can move the members Q&As around anyway till next week, so it's not a problem whatsoever. Yeah, Daniel, you're right, Daniel. No jokes at all. It isn't on serious crimes and no jokes. Facts. The only United games I missed this season were the Aston Villa and League games. Watching y'all sometimes feel like a chore. I mean, y'all are so boring to watch. That's my point. How do you think I feel as a United fan? You're our most hated rivals. You're the team I dislike the most, and you're saying we're boring to watch. So it must be great for you lot. You know what I'm saying? It must be fantastic for you lot. But y'all always get the job done. You should be optimistic that you guys are going to come out of this seemingly impossible run unscathed. What job do we get done? We don't win trophies, so that job's not done. We just drew to Everton. We lost to Villa. We lost to Young Boys. We drew away to Southampton. I disagree that we always get the job done. We should be top of the table and clear at the top of the table. We should be clear. We've had the most favorable running out of everybody. We haven't played anybody in the top four. I'm not sure if we played anybody in the... Yeah, Everton and Villa are in the top half, but we played nobody in the top four. We played none of the big six rivals. None. None of the big six rivals. We not played one of them. Not one. And yet we, like, if you give Chelsea, Liverpool, or City a run, they're clear. They're clear. 110% they're clear. Like, without question, they're clear. So, I'm not having it. Sorry. Who would you say has been United's best player this season, you reckon? Probably Greenwood. Greenwood has stood out for me. So that's who I'd probably go with. Let's talk. Man United says OLE is a fraud as a coach. Flawless. Yes, he is. I 100% agree. Fraud. Yeah. 100% he's a fraud. Without question. Prime says, bro, I love international football. I'm watching Nigeria versus Central African Republic. Yeah, man, I'm looking forward to the AFCON. You know what I'm saying? I will be doing watch-alongs for the African Cup of Nations. They will be on Twitch, people. They will, but close to the time, I'll let you lot know. But I will be doing Jamaica versus USA today. That watch-along I will be doing. So big up to, I want to shout out the person who brought it up. It was John Alec. So big up to you, John Alec, man. My guy, because I wouldn't have thought of that. That's my point. Yeah, I mean, Marema, when you put it like that, because the bar's so low for OLE, that's what it is. Like, people say, oh, you win, because we'll win games. But if me and you were managing Manchester United, Marema, we'd win games simply because of the individual quality you have. When you have Cristiano Ronaldo, when you have Cavani, when you have Sancho, when you have Pogba, when you have Greenwood, when you have Bruno, when you have Martial, when you have Donny, when you have Juan Mata, when you have all of this attacking talent, throw Tellez in the mix with that. Throw Dalot in the mix with that. When you have all of this attacking talent, you are going to win games. Jesse Lingard. Look, I'm even forgetting names. I just named over 10 man. I literally named a full 11 and a sub. Simply because when you have that much quality, you are going to win football matches. It's inevitable. Will you win anything just them alone? No. Like in terms of trophies, and that's why we're trophyless. However, you're gonna win games. Do you hear me? You're gonna win games. Ronan says, flawless, I'll never be on social shouting hashtag Ollie out, but for me, it's time for him to go. No faith in our board to replace him until the Premier League and Champions Leagues are gone. And this is so much shout out to Ronan, because this is someone who me and him have had. I'm going to get to what Gloria just said as well. Big up, Gloria. Me and you have had back and forths about this, but you can see the light. And if you don't want to say Ollie out on your socials, I see that. I don't really hashtag Ollie out. Like, I run jokes and bants, but outside of live streams, I'm not talking about Ollie and Manchester United. No faith in our board to replace him until the Premier League, Champions League are gone. I disagree with that. I can see them sacking him if we're not going to finish in the top 4. So the Premier League could be gone. So I disagree with half of it. The Premier League could be gone, but the Champions League's still there. If Ollie manages to get through this group in the Champions League and get us through to the knockout rounds, however, he's way off the pace in the Premier League. If a new manager comes in, we can do what Chelsea did. It's exactly what Chelsea did. They were never going to win the Premier League when Tuchel came in initially. However, the Champions League was still there for them. That's us. That's us. Especially with all the attacking options we have. We can beat anybody in a knockout round with the players we have, with the squad depth we have, specifically in attacking areas. Mods get on that slow-mo done so you lot can block them all as much. It's very easy to do. Look how they all popped up at the same time and that. Look at these, man. But mods will be on that anyway. Yeah, mods are on job. Mods are on job. It's right. Slow mode's on, people. Slow mode is on, so don't worry about it. See, my mods defend better than Manchester United. Are you crazy? Can't come over here and try that. Slow mode's on as well. You lot can't do that. Ahmed says, I see the board sacking him if he gets knocked out of the Champions League. What's the difference, Ahmed? I think I know the answer to this, but I'm going to ask you this question anyway. What's the difference between this season and last season? Is it Ronaldo? Is that what you think it is? I'm genuinely asking. Genuinely asking. And let me get to Gloria's comment. She said, you're wasting your time watching Jamaica play. We want the Jamaica, we want the JFF and the coach out. I hear that, Gloria. And it's good. New names is great to see as well. I hear what you are saying. However, I watch Manchester United week in, week out. Jamaica can't hurt me in it. I watch United have already broken me. So Jamaica can't hurt me. That's the saving grace. I'm hoping they somehow put it together. And with the likes of Antonio, I'm hoping Greenwood switches allegiance. I'm hoping all the players of Jamaican descent switch allegiance to Jamaica, and we can do something. Just so I can do watch-alongs in the full Jamaica kit. You know what I'm saying? In the World Cup, even if we get knocked out in the group stages, those 3 games I'd love. Those 3 games I would absolutely love. What else we got? Where else? See, Meza Ozil says, imagine getting Ronaldo, Varane, and Sancho to win the Europa League. He'd probably still lose it. Let's talk. Man United says, big up, flawless Jamaica in the house. Love to see it, man. I love to see, like I said, Jamaica or Barbados make it to get me a World Cup. Do I see it happening? Absolutely not. But Jamaica, is it more plausible? Absolutely. But they've had a terrible start. They need to win today because they've had a terrible start to their World Cup qualifying group. However, I think, how many teams go through? I'm not even sure because it's groups of 8. And look, Jamaica are currently bottom. But even though they're currently bottom, if they beat USA today, they're a point behind them. So you can shoot right up the table. But yeah, I'm not sure how many, what's it called? How many teams go? Let me know in the comments. How many teams qualify from the Jamaica group, which is, I don't even know what type of group. What's the group called? It just says World Cup qualifiers, but we move. So we big up mods on job as well. John says, yeah, JA coaches is trash. Yeah. Joseph says, we need to start winning because Newcastle is about to become the richest club and kick someone out of the top 4, just like Chelsea and City did to Liverpool and Arsenal for a time. We're in trouble because it's probably going to be us. So we need to fix up quick. Like, we need to fix up expeditiously or it's going to get peak. People talking Europa League, we might become a Europa League team for true. It says, it's because Romano said the expectation from the board is to get past the group stage. So if he fails again, I can see him gone. The level of investment and the winner like CR7 and Varane are also part of it. I hope you're right. I hope you are right. I hope so. However, I just don't see it happening. But I hope you're right. I hope Fabrizio's right as well. I'd take a hit in the Champions League. I'd go finish bottom of the group if it meant Ollie gone. Never want to see my team lose, but I'm tired of this guy. I'm tired of this guy. Tired. Can't be asked. Fed up. Chris K says, big up Flawless from Cyprus. Large up Chris, man. Another regular, man, from all the way from Cyprus. He says, even without a manager, we can be in the top 4, so no hope that they will ever sack him. Nah, but the reason why I say that is because with this running, we could be way off the top 4. I predicted us to get 6 from 21 points. 6 from 21 points. So if it goes the way I think is going to go, we legit have more games than points during that period. So that means Chelsea are going to run away from us. That means Liverpool will run away from us. That means City will run away from us. Leicester, if they get their act together, could run away from us. Everton, Villa, like all of these teams could run away from us. And we'll just be above like your Arsenals and your Crystal Palaces in the mid-table. Marema says, do you think FFP might hinder Newcastle? Absolutely not. They'll find a way around it. They'll find a way around it. And Daniel, I agree with this. Said as long as Glazers are making money, OLE won't go. And that's the thing. That's the thing I'm talking about when I say top 4, because no top 4 hits the money. And that's how they look at it. When Mourinho was sacked 10th, minus goal difference, looking like Arsenal, it looked like we weren't going to make top 4. Van Gaal finished 5th and won an FA Cup, sacked, no Champions League football. OLE's no different. OLE's no different. Bluey says, you get 20 million for getting out of the groups. That's all Glazers care about. Yeah, it's a money thing. Their first priority isn't on the pitch. It's financial. Whereas City owners, whereas Roman at Chelsea, his first priority is trophies. What's going on the pitch for those respective clubs? Ahmed says, rants for Jamaican manager. Yeah, man, let's run it. Bring in the coaching staff, bring in all the ManDem on the vibes thing. Flawless, bro, if you're trying to bring back one actual United legend to be interim manager before a top manager, who you bringing in? None. I'm done with this legends thing. Not bringing in any of them. I ain't trying to see any more of my legends tarnish their legacy. Like, Ollie's already tarnished his legacy. Like, I'm always going to look at him different now. Love him as a player, respect him as a player. I can separate the two. But this is now just a massive stain on his legacy. To me personally, I'm talking about. To me personally, massive stain on his legacy. Huge. Absolutely huge. Hey, we got just over 50 of you lot in here, man. Make sure you hit the like button and please subscribe if you are new as well. Let's get the likes up, man. Even in 40 likes. Girls over 40 likes, people. It's over. Les says, I'm from Jamaica. Were you born to Jamaican parents? No, my grandparents are part Jamaican. That's what it is. Not part Jamaican. My grandparents were born there, sorry. I'm saying Barbados and Jamaica. So I have two Jamaican grandparents and I have 2 Bayesian grandparents. Then I have aunts, uncles who were born in Jamaica, and I have aunts, uncles who were born in Barbados. I was born here though. Obviously, man, that's the rep. Like I say all the time, anytime it comes to World Cup, Caribbean nation and African nations are the 2 teams I support, regardless of if it's Barbados, Jamaica. So when I'm rooting for Ghana when they're playing in the World Cup. Nigeria make it to the World Cup, and root for them. Egypt. Same with Caribbean, Trinidad and Tobago when they was in the World Cup. I'm a root for them. Same way Jamaica when they made it 98. I'm a what's it called? I'm a root for them, and I want them to win. So any Caribbean nation, any Caribbean nation or African nation that gets to World Cups, I'm a support 100%. Gotta support the peoples them. Mezit says, if Ollie gets sacked, do you think they'll bring in an interim? Because Romano said that Conte wouldn't be interested in taking over a team midway through the season. I don't know. I don't know if they'll bring in an interim. I'm not sure about that. However, if they threw a big enough bag at Conte, he's coming in. That's all it is. Some money. It's like when I hear Zidane doesn't want to manage in the Champions League. That could be true. All that means is add a couple zeros to that check. You know what I'm saying? Add a couple zeros to that check. That's all that means. That can be worked around. It's like when that there was a tweet that was going viral, and it was like, we all hate our rival clubs. Like I'm United, I hate Liverpool, I hate City, Arsenal. Same with Chelsea. If you're a Chelsea fan, you hate Spurs, you hate Arsenal. If you're Arsenal, you hate Spurs, you hate Chelsea, etc., etc. But it was a tweet that was going around, and it was saying, would you wear your rival shirt for £1 million? Absolutely. I'd wear, yes. I would wear a Chelsea shirt, an Arsenal shirt, a Liverpool shirt, a City shirt for £1 million. Yes. That's a life-changing amount of money. The reason why I use that stupid analogy is to go back to Conte not wanting to take over midway, or Zidane apparently, doesn't want to manage in the Premier League. That just means throw more money at it. That's literally it. Creative Soul says the only one I would bring back is Van der Sar to be a football director with Ten Hag as manager. Yeah, I hear that. I would take Van der Sar because he's done a good job. He's got the credentials. You know what I'm saying? He has the credentials. So it's like, all right, you've done well in the past, so you can come in here and do well. Not this just bringing thing. Like, I'm not on that. Like, I have a job, or let me just bring in the ManDem and bring in my brethren. No. John says, Yardman, flawless. You're a joker. You're a joker. Kind of devil says, that's unlucky being born in Manchester and not Jamaica. Now, I love Manchester, though. I can't lie in it. Love Manchester. Love it. Wouldn't change it. Wouldn't change it. Love being from the city, sounding like I'm from the city, the team that's from the city, my people's from the city. Nah, I love it. I absolutely love it. I'm saying easy, 1 mil, easy. Say less, give me that rival share. 1 mil, exactly my point. Ryan says, Mike Phelan might take charge after OLE gets sacked on the Ryan Mason thing. Nah, you got to take everybody with him. Everybody got to go. We got to clean out. We got to press the reset button, flood this shit and go again. Big up, bro. I heard Conte might be heading to Newcastle. Could be bad news for us. Absolutely. That's bad news for us and the Premier League if he goes there. Bad news. Because we know Conte can get it together. Because we've seen him win league titles over here. We've seen him win league titles in Serie A. Like, Conte is a good enough manager to do that. He's a good enough manager to do that. So I can see that happening. 100%. It would hurt me wearing a Real Madrid shirt, but 1 million, give me that shirt. It's $1 million. You know what I'm saying? It's $1 million. It's a life-changing amount of money. It's $1 million. Come on. 1 mil. Come on now. Of course you're going to do that. $1 million. Come on. Of course you are. 100%. Sorry, I'm just making sure everything's cool, people. I'm going to close out the show shortly. Get your few shots in. Few shots. Get your few questions in. Yes, I am on Rance's channel. Yes, you are right. For those that said that, Flawless, you going on Rance's channel soon. Yes, he pushed it forward to 6. You know what I'm saying? Let me just hit him up now. But yeah, I will be going on Rance's channel probably in like 5-10 minutes or so. Abdallah says, Flawless, don't be surprised if OLE wins the next few games, including City, Liverpool, and Chelsea, because OLE Judge is crazy. I don't think OLE Judge is that crazy. It's not that crazy. That's too much. That's more than Judge. What's stronger than Judge? Whatever's stronger than Judge, that's what OLE has. You know what I'm saying? OLE might have Jesus powers. OLE might have Jesus. He might have Jesus powers if he manages to win those games. If he beats City, Liverpool, and Chelsea, so that means he's beat Liverpool at home, City at home, Chelsea away in that run. That's crazy. That's crazy. All right, well, last few questions in, people. It'll still take a minute before Newcastle will be good, though. Yeah, but I think they're good enough to compete with us currently. If you add in a manager and quality players, what's stopping them? I highly doubt Conte wouldn't turn down the job mid-season. Forget money, the quality of the players United have would make any manager come. I agree with that. I think any manager comes to Manchester United because we're a great project to have. Look at the ballers you have you're working with. You only need to tweak it a little bit. You only need to tweak it a little bit. Yeah, Asgardian. He might, yes, it might be Asgard. He might be Asgardian levels of Judge. Nah, Flawless, hear this. If OLE gets sacked, I beg you drop a tune for us with Tux. We won't drop a tune about OLE, but music soon come, man. You know what I'm saying? Music soon come, 100%. We're performing. We've got 2 performances coming up. So if you are in Manchester, I might as well plug these while I'm here. If you are in Manchester, myself, Tux Scorps, that's Take Note. That's why I'm called Mr. Take Note, because the music collective is called Take Note. So we're performing in Manchester 27th of October. At Pay Hat, so that's in Manchester. Big in the Manor Entertainment. Socks, Fleur D, Press T are all on the lineup as well. Go to my Instagram, go to my Instagram or Twitter, and that's me, Flawless. And you can see I've just posted it literally before this show went live. I posted about it. So make sure you check that out. You can contact myself or Mike Check if you want tickets. Tickets are only £10. So if you're in Manchester, people, or you're just gonna arrive for the show, which would be great, pull up, man. I'm gonna be there anyway. So yeah, man, pull up and I'll have conversations with whoever comes up. If you tell me you're pulling up, defo chilling, having a conversation, all that good stuff. And it's a great card as well. It's a fantastic card as well. So yeah, man, pull up. So that's October the 27th in Manchester at Pay Hat. Tickets only £10. And then the Mike Check live show. So Mike Check is back. That's a company I've worked with. In the past. November the 18th, which I'm not sure what day that is actually. Let me check the date. And it's just Manchester's hottest acts. I'm not sure the ticket price, but go to Mike Check Media UK. Go to the Mike Check Media UK and the 18th is a Thursday. So yes, go to Mic Check Media UK and you can buy tickets from there, but you'll see me posting that closer to the time. But we're gonna get music on. You know what I'm saying? Walk on for the haters. We ignore the haters, UK Drilly. Don't watch that. We ignore all the haters. Let's get the likes up, people. We ignore all the haters. Don't worry about that. And it's probably the fake accounts anyway. They dislike the thing, so it will drop afterwards. Pac Bandit says, big up Flawless man out here with Fleur D. Yeah, man, large up, man. We working. Music soon come. So 2 performances. So that's October the 27th. October the 27th, which is obviously this month. That's at Pay Hat. Tickets only £10. You can contact me for tickets. And then November 18th, the Mic Check live show, which is also in Manchester. They only announced that yesterday, so I need to get all of the full details as well. But yeah, man, big up to everybody who has locked in. Big up to everyone who's locked in. Abdallah says, come on, we love to see it. Flawless be mashing work and that. Yeah, man, it has to be done. Oh, yeah, pro clubs as well. You can go check out the Sarcasm City TV FC pro clubs. It goes live on this channel, people. So it's live streamed to this channel. We've got 2 promotions. Yeah, 2 league titles, 2 promotions. I'm just saying, hella armpits. I'm just saying I do bits as a manager. You know what I'm saying? So 2 promotions. And yeah, I won't forget. Yeah, man, 2 promotions, Division 10 title. You know what I'm saying? League title and promotion. Division 9, league title and promotion. Division 8, that's what we're looking for, is a league title and promotion. And that'll be on Friday. Not sure what time, though. But big up to you lot as well. But yeah, I'm going to close out the show. Head over to Rance's channel, people. Head over to Rance's Twitch on there for Red Talk Rants. Mr. Iron United and myself. Head over to Rance's Twitch. Type in hashtag Sarcasm City TV sent me, or hashtag Sarcasm City TV. Zahed says United expectations for OLE have just changed. Top 5 and he stays. Love that. It's all mad. John Alex says heading over to Twitch now. Flawless over OLE. Mezit says Armpits FC. We out here. When will the show be back? So for those that don't know, for those that are new here, the ManDem United podcast is every Tuesday and Thursday, 5 p.m. weekly. So it doesn't matter if it's Premier League is on, international break, whether it's international tournaments, or during the Euros, the show ran on. So it's every Tuesday and Thursday, 5 p.m. But check out the upcoming live stream section as well, and that lets you know what shows are coming up. So it's not just this show, but yes, specifically it's this show, the ManDem United podcast, every Tuesday, Thursday, 5 p.m. And then you get Manchester United watch-alongs on here as well. All Manchester United games, Premier League, Champions League, you get all the games on here also. Ahmed says, Flawless over OLE, let's go. Large up says, brah, big up to you, man. But yeah, man, big up to everyone who has locked in. Please make sure whether you're watching this live or watching this back, you hit the like button on the video. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Don't forget, this show and all the other shows on the channel, aside from watch-alongs, are available on audio-only platforms. So if you want to listen while you're at work, while you're driving, while you're cleaning, whatever, that anywhere you listen to podcasts, type in Sarcasm City TV. The links for the SoundCloud, Spotify, and iTunes underneath in the description. So SoundCloud, Spotify, iTunes, all underneath, as well as the membership as well, and also as the Twitch. We got so much going on. Abdallah says, big up my Done Flawless, big up to you. OTG says, okay, I remember the days. Great show. Thank you very much, man. Appreciate it. Let's talk. We'll end on this. What's your favorite Jamaican food? Curry go and rice or pie? One of those 2. But curry go and rice, my favorite dish. You know what I'm saying? Whereas patty's not a dish, but I could eat them legit all day. But love to everyone who's locked. I'm heading over to Rant's Red Talk right now, so get over to Rants and Bants on Twitch. But this has been the ManDem United podcast on Sarcasm City TV. Thank you very much for tuning in.